Real Madrid isn't just a dream job, it's a pressure test disguised as a promotion. At this club, reputations don't slowly fade, they get audited weekly. And while headlines scream about who takes the seat, the real story is often about the elite names who looked at it and walked away. These are 7 managers who had the chance to lead the most decorated club in Europe and decided against it, starting with number 7. Zinedine Zidane is always Madrid's safety button. Whenever uncertainty appears, his name instantly resurfaces. Long before the last managerial exit became official, reports inside Spain suggested Madrid were even willing to reshape football logic itself, offering Zidane a scenario where he could oversee Real Madrid while remaining linked to the French national team. But when the vacancy actually opened, Madrid didn't hesitate. They pivoted immediately and confirmed a different direction. That silence told its own story. Zidane didn't return the call. This wasn't about broken relationships or lost affection. Zidane's bond with Madrid is permanent. But his past words explain everything. Back in 2021, he openly admitted that trust matters more to him than trophies. He didn't feel backed enough to build beyond the short term, and at Madrid, that line still exists. There's also the future he's protecting. Zidane has always kept one destination untouched in his plans, the French national team. And when Madrid feels unstable, he's not volunteering to become the lightning rod. Number 6 feels obvious, yet impossible. Jurgen Klopp and Real Madrid exist in the same football universe, but never on the same wavelength. The moment Madrid's job opened, social media went into fantasy mode. Klopp to Madrid. The ultimate reset. His response shut it down instantly. Calm. Detached. Almost confused. He made it clear nothing inside him reacted to the news. What stood out wasn't what he said, it was how he said it. This wasn't curiosity. It was someone observing a ruthless decision from the outside. And then came the key detail. The noise wasn't coming from Madrid. No approach. No conversation. Just speculation. Klopp understands Madrid better than most. There's no incubation period. No quiet rebuild. Every match is a referendum. One wrong stretch and the ground collapses beneath you. Right now, Klopp is operating on a long horizon. Strategy over spectacle. He isn't sacrificing that just to satisfy a viral narrative. Before we go further, quick one. Would you accept the Madrid job if you were only guaranteed 6 months to survive? Drop it in the comments. Number 5 proves fear isn't always the reason. Julian Nagelsmann didn't hesitate, he evaluated. When Madrid explored younger profiles after Zidane's first exit, Nagelsmann was already on their radar. Conversations happened. Direct ones. What separates him is honesty. He never denied the magnitude of Madrid. He simply admitted the timing was wrong. At that level, development is a luxury you're not granted. If results don't arrive instantly, context doesn't matter. Ironically, his Bayern spell validated that logic. 1 minute you're trusted, the next you're replaced mid-season. No grace period. No buffer. Germany later offered him exactly what Madrid never could, time and clarity. Locked in until 2028, his name has quietly vanished from Madrid discussions. The opportunity once existed. It may never return. Number 4 is about loyalty over legacy. Arsène Wenger lived a parallel reality. A man who admired Madrid growing up, only to reject them repeatedly as an adult. Not because the offer lacked power, in fact, it offered too much. Full control. Total authority. But Wenger saw the bigger picture. Arsenal were navigating a fragile transformation. Leaving would have destabilized everything he'd promised to protect. So he stayed. Not because it was easier, but because walking away would have rewritten who he was. His rejection wasn't dramatic. It was disciplined. And in football, that's rare. Number 3 came down to risk management. Massimiliano Allegri had the profile Madrid love. Titles. Experience. Authority. Yet when the moment arrived, he chose familiarity. Juventus over volatility. At Juve, expectations exist, but there's air to breathe. At Madrid, pressure compresses everything. A bad run doesn't invite analysis. It invites judgment. Allegri didn't reject Madrid emotionally. He assessed the environment and opted out. And when Madrid hears no in that tone, they don't revisit it. They move forward like the conversation never happened. Number 2 wasn't about trophies at all. Mauricio Pochettino had the opening in 2018. The timing aligned. The door was open. But walking away from Tottenham mid-project would have contradicted the identity he wanted to protect. This wasn't fear, it was self-definition. How do you want to be remembered when you leave? For Pochettino, that question mattered more than the badge. But Madrid doesn't wait. When you pass once, the cycle continues without you. His moment came and went. Because number 1 exposes the core problem. Antonio Conte. Madrid's chaos and Conte's control have never coexisted. When the club spiraled in 2018, contact was made. But Conte refused to inherit a moving train. He wants structure before speed. Authority before urgency. Madrid wants instant impact. Conte wants conditions. That clash was inevitable. He didn't reject Madrid, he rejected the scenario. And that's the truth behind all 7 names. Madrid isn't just a job. It's an environment that demands surrender before success. If you like this breakdown, subscribe, because this club doesn't just test managers, it exposes them. Now tell me one name you believe could survive there for 5 full seasons. Next video's already waiting.